Great day here in the city of Columbus. So excited to be here at the King Center. Corey Faber, thanks for having us this afternoon, and thanks for your continued partnership. I want to thank our Safety Director, Kate Pisciotti, City of Columbus Human Resources, officers of the Columbus Division of Police. I have the pleasure to stand before you today to share some very good news for our community. Division of Police Chief Elaine Bryant has accepted my invitation to serve the Columbus Police and the people of Columbus for 5 more years. Now, if you'll allow me to take you back for a moment, I'd like to think back to where we were just 5 years ago in 2021. First year, the COVID pandemic had upended all of our lives. We witnessed civil unrest in response to George Floyd's murder. There was a demand for change and reform. We needed an accountable and diverse police force, safer neighborhoods, and more collaboration between community and police. We needed a new direction in leadership. We searched for someone with extensive experience in law enforcement. We wanted a person with sound judgment, empathy, and a commitment to community policing. I knew from the first moment I met Chief Elaine Bryant, she was the right leader at the right time for our community. Chief Bryant came to us with the track record we were looking for. In her 21 years with the Detroit Police Department, she had worked in underserved neighborhoods and experience in domestic violence, the Equal Employment Opportunity Office, Internal Affairs, and with Detroit Civilian Oversight. She had created and implemented community relations projects and had served as a liaison between the police and faith communities. So, we hired the first ever police chief from outside our system. And I know some of the people here in this room weren't necessarily in support of that at the time. There was not a consensus. This was a bold change, one of historic proportions. And the chief has stood and delivered for the people of Columbus over and over again. She also is the first African-American woman to serve in this role. It wasn't easy to go in a new direction. If you remember, Lacey, I took a lot of heat at the time. But I believe the hallmark of great leadership is making bold decisions that are in the best interest of the community. We need a chief to succeed. And so we made historic structural changes to the department to promote reform and ready her path for success. We created an assistant chief job classification with a straightforward intention to afford the future chief of police the freedom and flexibility to appoint at least some of her own executive staff to assist in the management of the division. Other changes at the Division of Police included an incentive program that allowed 100 personnel from the rank of commander down to retire early. We appreciated their service, but we wanted officers who were committed to changing the culture. The move helped broaden and deepen the inclusive pipeline of recruits entering the ranks. When she started, Chief Bryant was clear. She had 3 priorities: reduce violent crime, build officer morale, and strengthen public trust in our Division of Police. She has made significant inroads in 5 years. 5 years ago in mid-May, there had already been 73 homicides in this city. So far this year, there have been 21. And while even one is way too many, that progress is remarkable and should be commended. In addition to that incredible turnaround, felony assault cases have fallen year over year, and our major case investigation team, we used to call these cold cases, have solved 41 previously unsolved cases in the last 2 years. Under Chief Bryant's direction, our 2025 homicide solve rate was 123.8%. That means we solved 88.1% of homicides that occurred in the calendar year, but wrapped up cases from previous years as well. By comparison, in 2020, our solve rate for homicides was 54.8%. And in 2021, it was 64.8%. The chief has worked hard to build morale, and she's had success. We've worked very hard on increasing the diversity in our police ranks to better reflect the diversity of this community. And importantly, police tell us that tips from the community are as high as we've ever seen, helping us to solve crimes, which not only help bring closure to families, but can prevent future crimes as well. And Chief Bryant has prioritized innovation and collaboration in our policing approach. Let me give you a few examples. She was integral in our development of the Crime Gun Intelligence Center. This interagency effort between our police and multiple state and federal partners, including the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, it yields valuable information about crime guns much faster. It used to be months. Now, those matches are done in days. It has been a game changer for our officers in neighborhoods throughout this city that helps get more violent criminals and guns off our streets. Chief Bryant also launched the non-fatal shooting team. Last year, we launched a pilot in South Linden and Milo Grogan. For this program, we dedicate the same level of investigative expertise and urgency we bring to homicide cases to non-fatal shootings. Why? Because the difference between a fatal and a non-fatal shooting can be a matter of inches or seconds. Since this pilot began, this team has achieved a case closure rate of 92%. In the rest of the city, that rate is 59%. We're looking at how we can help the chief expand the program and the success even further. Chief Bryant has also brought us Operation Unity. This program encapsulates our strategy of protection, intervention, and enforcement. Operation Unity is targeted. It's data-driven policing that offers both policing and support services to wrap our arms around a neighborhood. It's the epitome of community engagement. We bring more than enforcement of violence and nuisance crimes. We bring support and social services for those in need as well. Today is an affirmation of the chief's vision, her leadership, and most important to the community, her performance. She has proven herself to be everything that we needed, the right leader at the right time for Columbus. Violent crime is down significantly from where it was 5 years ago. Columbus is safer today than it was 5 years ago. Our residents trust their officers more than they did 5 years ago. And today, we get to look forward to 5 more years of service from a leader who has changed minds, changed hearts, and delivered results for the people of Columbus. I am excited about the work ahead and know that we as a city will do everything we can to support the chief and the men and women of the Division of Police as they continue to make our city safer, healthier, and stronger in the years ahead. It's my honor to bring up our city attorney, Zach Klein, to share a few words. Counselor?
Well, thank you, Mayor. I think that there's a lot of decisions that a mayor can make that has influence on the direction of a city. And there are very few that can have a major impact in finding the right police chief and making sure the right police chief comes into our community and does the right thing and build community support and drive down crime can have a major impact. And Mayor, I want to applaud you for hiring Chief Bryant, and I want to applaud you for getting her to stay because she is, I think, the United States' best police chief. She is a wonderful person whom I've gotten to know over the past 5 years. Working with her, there's probably fewer city offices than my office that works directly, with the exception of the Department of Public Safety, with the police department, whether it's my prosecutor's office working with the Division of Police every day, or our police legal advisors working with the officers and the men and women of the Columbus Division of Police. But over the 5 years, I've gained insight not only as you as a leader, which I applaud, but you as a person. And you're a wonderful person who cares tremendously about the city of Columbus, and it shows every single day that you show up in and out of uniform because of how much you care and love this city. And I think the proof is in the pudding, because not only do you see it through community partnerships and driving down historic lows in the murder rate and violent crime with community partnerships like our friends Melissa St. Clair and the wonderful mothers of murdered Columbus children, but also the team that you've surrounded yourself with. It takes a wonderful team to lead the 14th largest city in the United States, to drive down crime, to pick up the pieces at a time when there was civil unrest and a lot of distrust between the community and law enforcement. But you and your team stepped in and have spent the past 5 years repairing and nurturing. And we see that reflected every single day through some of the stats that Mayor Ginther mentioned. So I look forward to the continued work and the continued success of what you're doing, and know that you always have a partner in the city attorney's office to make sure that we champion the awesome men and women of the Division of Police, but more importantly, we lift up the people of the city of Columbus and improve and fight for their safety every single day. So I'd like to bring up Aaron Hathaway with Epic Youth.
Thank you, Attorney Zach Klein, and thank you, Mayor Ginther. It is my honor to be here to celebrate this great news on behalf of Epic Youth. I am Aaron Hathaway, the Executive Director and Co-founder, where we work every day to empower and equip young people with the skills they need to succeed in life. And that is the perspective I bring when I talk about the difference Chief Elaine Bryant and First Assistant Chief LaShawna Potts have made in our community. In the first year of leadership, Chief Bryant and Chief Potts made it a priority to sit directly with us at Epic Youth to listen, learn, and understand how they could support our organization and the youth we serve. They set the tone for a relationship grounded in presence, trust, and partnership. Because of that, we've been able to explore meaningful collaboration, including discussions around bringing the TAPS program to our students in the future. I understand the value of creating brave spaces where youth can engage with officers. I also understand, as a woman of color, how I need to be intentional about the spaces I create and who I introduce and how I introduce people to our students. And it's because of Chief Bryant and her leadership that trust has been built, and I feel confident creating that kind of space for our youth. Their leadership reflects a real investment in community, especially in young people. You can feel that they care not just about safety, but about what our young people need today and in their future. They are personable and relatable, which matters. And when Chief Potts visits our youth center, she doesn't just show authority, but we see the true person of who she is, and she knows how to connect with us and our students. Chief Bryant's commitment extends beyond policing. Her willingness to serve in spaces like the Commission on Black Girls reflects a broader version and vision for equity and opportunity. Their presence makes our community feel seen, heard, and valued, and not just protected. What they do goes beyond words. Outside of their official duties, they continue to show up. Even Chief Potts has personally sat with our students, investing time, mentoring, and having girl talks, creating safe, powerful spaces for girls of color to connect with someone in leadership who understands and reflects them. And that kind of engagement provides representation that matters. It sends a message to our youth that people who protect you can also look and understand you. When I engage with Chief Bryant, I see beyond the uniform. I see someone deeply committed to service who not only listens, but turns what she hears into meaningful action. In just a few years, she has built a level of trust and connection that can take others decades to achieve. It feels as though she's not just serving our city, she is truly a part of it. As a community leader working closely with youth, I feel we are making a meaningful progress towards a model of public safety that doesn't put the community against the people it serves, but instead builds trust, partnership, and shared responsibility. Thank you, Chief Bryant, for having the vision, and thank you, Mayor Ginther, for having the vision to choose Chief Bryant for the next 5 years, for the last 5 years and the next 5 years. Your commitment to our community is making us better.
Let me introduce Wesley Moore from Our Brothers Keepers. Wesley?
How you doing? My name is Wesley Moore. I'm the founder and CEO of Our Brothers Keepers. I came to know Chief Bryant through the work through Our Brothers Keepers. Our mission is to improve the outcome of young men of color. We work with the young people to guide them on a positive path. Some of them come from a home with trauma, some just like me, had already gone down the wrong road of self-acceptance. Many of them have distrust in law enforcement. Chief Bryant was able to cut through all of that, and she connected with these young men on a human level. She showed up on a real way and made a real impact. She didn't talk to our youth through speeches or through the news. She met with them face to face. In the time when the Kia boys was drawing young people in illegal, dangerous behavior, Chief Bryant made them understand that she cared about them and their safety. That was the start of building trust and feeling safety. She built on that by following up with regular check-ins. I saw them firsthand and heard it directly from the youth that I serve. Chief Bryant, by extension, the other officers led by example, was no longer a stranger with badges. It is a powerful thing to see it's a powerful thing to see those walls come down. That's how we build partnership with the community and also with the Columbus City. That started on making positive change together. On a personal note, in the past, my own daughter didn't have a positive feeling towards police. After meeting Chief Bryant, she came with inspiration to become a police officer. She considered becoming a police officer all by herself. This is the true meaning behind the phrase, if she can see it, she can be it. I'm very happy that our division of police will continue to be led by Chief Bryant. I want to thank the mayor also for leading us and picking the right chief and recognize that she is what Columbus needs. I look forward to more years of partnering and building trust, inspiring young people, and making our city safe. Congratulations, Chief. And on a personal note, I want to say when she came to our location and I asked her, not to come with her uniform on because of the youth, and she came in there, the first thing they seen was a mother figure. And then they realized that it was a police officer and the respect they have for her. So congratulations, Chief, and I look forward for you to serve us for the next 5 years.
Thank you.
I apologize. I would like to introduce our next chief for the next 5 years, Chief Elaine Bryant.
All right.
Thank you. Good afternoon. First, I would like to acknowledge and thank Mayor Ginther and Director Prashadi for their belief in my leadership and their continued trust and support. I'm honored to continue serving as your Chief of Police. A little under 5 years ago, I arrived here from Detroit during a time when our community was experiencing turmoil. Relationships were fractured, or in some cases, non-existent between community and police. There was conflict internally amongst personnel and between city leadership and the division. Morale was low, crime was spiking, and people were disengaged. I knew I was called to be the bridge to repair relationships and strengthen bonds. Upon my arrival, there were a lot of challenges within our community and our division. I knew early on that progress would require humility to sit down and listen and learn. Courageous conversations were needed. People like to say protect and serve. I made it my mission to serve, then protect. This meant spending authentic time in community, walking through our neighborhoods and being attentive to the needs of our residents, Some of those conversations were difficult but necessary. I heard your concerns, your expectations, and what changes you thought were needed. The rebuilding did not just happen in community, but also within the division. I listened to our men and women, both sworn and professional, and asked what they needed to be more effective, to increase their morale, and to be supportive both in thought and deed. What I found was a community that cares deeply about safety, transparency, and police legitimacy. You wanted a good relationship with your division, but you also wanted reform. I found a division of dedicated and committed officers and professionals who wanted to do the best job they could. But they needed to know their leadership would be supported during good times and bad. Those conversations, as difficult and uncomfortable as some of them were, turned into stronger relationships. This led to a community that has embraced me, not only as their chief, but also as a resident of this city, and for that, I am eternally grateful. A resident right here, by the way, I might add, King Lincoln. To my sworn and professional staff, you embraced the hard work, and together we have strengthened collaboration, trust, and accountability, and for that, I thank you. I'm proud of what we have accomplished over the past 5 years. We continue to move the needle, progressing, learning, creating, and building a better agency for the future. You've always heard me say, there is still more work to do. I remain committed to this division and the work. I want to thank my local, state, and federal partners for the phenomenal work we do together. Thank you, City Council, for all your support and collaboration over the past 5 years. Thank you, City Attorney Klein, for your collaboration. And thank you to all the city directors for your partnerships. Public safety is a shared responsibility, and your support and collaboration are critical to our success. To my leadership team, to my amazing leadership team, and this is just part of it. We have some deputy chiefs back there. Thank you for your dedication, support, and commitment. We are seeing progress. Let's keep going. And to my family, thank you. This journey required a great deal of sacrifice and change for us all. Your support and belief in me means everything. There would be no me without you. The years have gone by quickly, but they've been meaningful. I'm proud to be of service for the next 5 years alongside the men and women of this division. And I'm grateful to this community. Your trust and grace placed in me and this division has not gone unnoticed. I look forward to continuing this legacy of building and working together. Thank you.
Well, this is the chief's day, so if you have questions about today's announcement, you can ask them when we're all up here together. If you want to ask me about fire trucks or how the Cavaliers are going to beat the Pistons Friday, is that all right? Is that, we'll stick around, I'll do one-on-ones with you. But any questions about today's announcement? Yes?
Will Chief Bryant's salary stay the same, or?
I think we'll get the details for you on that. I think the director and Jennifer have those details. We'll make sure to get those to you. Yeah.
Chief, the mayor mentioned some of the goals that you set when you were starting back 5 years ago. What are the next goals that you're looking to achieve?
In addition to continuing the great work that we've been doing, we have a couple of projects that we're definitely working on. Some of them are youth-based, as you know. We definitely want to make sure we continue to wrap our arms around our youth and our community and making sure that we do everything we can to let them be successful. And the ones that are not being successful, the ones that continue to plague and create the violence and continue to be influencers, we're going to make sure we hold them accountable as well. We're also looking to obviously increase our technology, make sure that we stay as forward-facing as we can, and continue to move forward with the division.
Lacey?
Chief Bryant, it was your first or second day when Mackenzie Ridley was shot and killed, and you came in front of us just like you are today. For you personally, what has changed in the last 5 years from that day to now?
Yes, I remember that day like it was yesterday, and that is one of the cases that still haunts me to this day. Coming into the division, coming into this community, first day on the job, having a young lady be murdered was horrific for me. And I vowed that I would do everything that I can to solve as many cases as possible, to stop as much violence as possible. I think we've done a really great job in reforming how we look at cases, how we continue to show up, how we continue to engage our community. And because of that, we've done a great job in reducing crime. But just like the mayor said, one is one too many. So we're going to continue to do everything that we can to decrease crime and keep engaging our community and keep moving forward.
Chief, congratulations. When you speak with your staff, what do you hear the consensus of being maybe the main concern or problem that your officers are facing?
Well, right now, one of the first things they kept asking me is, "Are you staying? Are you staying? What's getting ready to happen? What's getting ready to happen?" But no, they are. The officers are so committed to doing their job. I think that sometimes it gets lost because enforcement is obviously what people think about when you think about police, but our officers are so engaged in the community. They are so collaborative with the residents, so collaborative with the businesses, so collaborative with our community advocates. And so they're seeing that relationship form into tips. They're seeing that relationship form into better partnerships, and so that crime is being reduced. And it's not just us standing up here. Our residents are huge in doing that, and so I think that it's important for them to continue building those relationships, but it's also important for them to continue to get the support that they need from this leadership team as well as the city leaders to make sure that when they are doing the right thing for the right reasons, we will have their back 100%. If they do something wrong, we hold them accountable. We've never strayed from that message. That has always been the message from day one.
From Detroit, now that you've spent 5 years here, what's surprised you the most about this community?
We have some great food. No, it's a great community. I think it's one of America's best kept secrets, extremely friendly, people that are so invested in making sure that people are successful, people that wrap their arms around each other. I have met so many community members, so many residents that have done nothing but, "I'm praying for you. What do you need?" The support has been phenomenal. And so for that, I'm grateful. It was a pleasant surprise, but grateful.
So, talking about the support, will you also say that you had the support internally, because you were hired from outside Columbus? Will you say you had the support internally within the police department in the last 5 years?
So this is what I will tell you. The majority of the officers embraced the change. They embraced new leadership. All they asked of me when I went to different roll calls, and we have officer advisory panels, and some of those members are here today as well. We meet with them monthly to ask them, what do you need? What could we be doing better? We meet with them because we know how important it is for us to be able to hear directly from them what it is that they're experiencing, what they need, and things like that. But what I can tell you is that the majority of officers were ready to embrace change. They were ready to embrace new leadership. They just asked again that we have their back, not just privately, but publicly when they were right. And so that was not too much of an issue. Wherever you go, you're going to have issues. So there were some people, people that we ran into that didn't necessarily want to see success or didn't necessarily want to see change, but that did not stop this division, this leadership team from being able to move forward and still make progress.
Chief, there's calls for FOP President Bryant to resign over recent remarks that he made regarding the Jason Meade verdict. What's your opinion on that?
This is what I will tell you. Bryant Steele is the president of the Fraternal Order of Police. He does not speak for the Columbus Division of Police. The Fraternal Order of Police has about 29 agencies within the city of the state of Ohio that they represent. And so I look forward to continuing the relationships that I've built with our community members, with our advocates, with all the people that are in our community trying to do the great work. And I'm going to move forward to make sure that those relationships stay strengthened and they know how much I respect and appreciate the collaborations that we have. Yes.
Any plans to expand the non-fatal shooting team yet? I know it's been your baby since its success has been, reported. Any plans to expand it just yet?
Yes, we do definitely want to expand it. We are obviously looking at the data, making sure that we are expanding it in the right location, but absolutely it will be expanding.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.